My first match, I was super reckless. I went for a lot of submissions. I was near on a lot of the submissions. I had a couple armbar extensions that were really close, but just reckless. Gave up points that I shouldn't have given up and ended up losing the match. So, it was always one that I felt like I coulda, shoulda won kind of thing, and it always killed me not having a chance to get it back. So when I had the opportunity, even though I had to move up and wait for this match, it was something that I just really wanted to do. I mean, not at the current moment. I think I won that match decisively. I think I was the clear winner in that match. I think I'm looking to move on to other opponents, and I think I'm looking to stay more towards the 170-pound weight class. I had to come up and wait to go against Tommy, and it's not something I want to make a habit here at 1FC. I don't want to make a habit of going up to all these different weight classes. I know I've proven myself to be a guy who kind of can go all around and do the Manny Pacquiao kind of thing, but it's not really how I want to define myself here at 1. It's hard to say right now. Like I said, there's a lot of change that can happen. I know the guys who are holding the titles right now, they're interested in MMA, and it looks like they're more focused on getting MMA fights than they are grappling matches. So that's not exactly something that might fit in their schedule or fit into their plans. And I don't want my plans to revolve around, somebody else taking MMA fights or somebody else not being prepared. I want to keep the train rolling. I know there's a lot of grapplers out there who would like a chance to compete at 1, who would like a chance to work their way up in the rankings. I believe I've solidified myself as the #1 contender. So we'll see whether it's to challenge for the title next or challenge another up-and-comer. We'll have to see about that. I have a very big chance of beating anybody on the planet. I think I've proven that. Proved that today. Proved that tonight. I proved that at ADCC. I proved that at the IBJJF Worlds. I've proven it time and time again over the last 6 to 7 years as a professional grappler. So, do I have a chance of beating Cade? Yeah, for sure I have a chance of beating Cade in the public's eye and in the fans of 1FC. I'm sure I'll be an underdog, but in my opinion, and to those who know, I think I'm far from an underdog in either match with either of the brothers. And 1 has been amazing. Everything about it has been super unique and super class as far as the treatment from the organization, the acceptance from the fans and from the employees here, the camaraderie amongst the fighters. The back room it's like a hockey team back there. Everybody's cheering for everybody. Everybody's there to help each other out. It feels like a sports team. So, we're all strangers. We're all from different corners of the world. Just in my room alone, we had 2 people from Canada. We had someone from Mongolia, Kyrgyzstan, Ukraine, Russia, Azerbaijan. I mean, that's just literally all across the entire world. The last time I was here, we had people from Japan, Australia, Canada, Italy, all over the map. So it's cool to come into a sport like this where you have strangers from, tens of thousands of miles apart from each other, and we can all kind of link up and root for one another and help each other through the week that we're here before the matches. We'll have to see. It depends on what the availability is like. It depends on what matches are out there, who's available. I'm healthy. I don't have any injuries. I'm not looking to take extended time away. I'm also not looking to turn around and compete within 29 days like I did the last time. Last time I had a match in the beginning of December, and I'm already back here at the beginning of January. And with the holidays and everything, it didn't give me a lot of turnaround time at all. I'm not really looking to make that a habit, but I don't want extended time away. I like to stay active. I like to stay on top of things, and I really would like to stay active and get a match within the next few months. Yeah, I train quite a bit with Westside. Westside is in Columbus, Ohio, which is 2 hours away from me. I'm in Toledo, Ohio, so same state. I train at Westside every single week, at least once a week, and the other 4 days a week that I do lifting, I lift 5 days a week, so the other 4 days I do at my own gym. And from time to time, the guys from Westside will come down. I feel like I'm one of the main athletes at Westside as a professional athlete. I'm one of the main guys over there, so they've been essential. They've been a monumental help with me and my strength and conditioning, and more so than just the strength and conditioning, they've helped keep me healthy. They've helped keep me on the mats, and they've helped extend, my longevity in this sport It's a tough sport. Combat sports are really tough and they're hard on your body. The last thing you want is your strength and conditioning or your, preparation outside of jiu-jitsu training to take you away from the mats even longer. You want it to help speed up your recovery process and make you stronger, make you a better athlete, and that's what Westside does for me. Yeah, in a sense, I think I always will be. I think pound for pound, I'm not just one of the strongest in the sport. I think I'm one of the strongest athletes on the planet, pound for pound, and I think grapplers are notoriously strong. I think submission grapplers might be a little bit behind the 8 ball when it comes to strength training as compared to judo players, Greco-Roman freestyle wrestlers, but I believe that 170 pounds, you'd be hard-pressed in any sport on the planet to find somebody as strong as me. Technique is always going to be number one. Strength has a huge importance, not just in making your game effective or, making techniques more effective because you can use the strength behind the technical ability, but it's going to keep you healthy and it's going to keep you on the mats. Stronger people are usually harder to hurt. They can usually take more damage. And I believe that's the case with me being a stronger athlete. But technique's always going to be number one. If I didn't have my technical ability, I wouldn't be able to use my strength the same way that I do. I just want to say thank you to everybody. The fans here are always fantastic. The fans in Thailand are always of the best, of the most welcoming, of the highest energy. They're just good all around. Every time I've been, it's my second time competing here, I see a great balance of this super high energy room, the super high energy crowd that isn't overly rambunctious or overly crazy. You don't see like bottles getting thrown around or any crazy stuff happening, but you see super high energy and you see super knowledgeable and passionate fans. And I think that's amazing. I want to say thank you to One for all the opportunities, Shad Tree, and the whole production team here. Every single time I'm here, this is just a well-oiled machine. It's never a rudderless ship. Everything is very strict on schedule and ran very well. And we just kind of fit into that well-oiled machine. And if we do our job and we make great performances, then we can all help in pushing this sport forward. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been involved with this.
Yeah, I feel really happy with my performance. Of course, when I watch it back, there's always going to be little things that I want to make look better, but taking the fight in as a whole, everything went to plan. The game plan worked perfectly, and it pretty much went exactly how we expected it to go. It's been 9 hard rounds in one. So having this fight, being able to just do like 1 round and then I get to come out and just enjoy the rest of my time here in Thailand, it's a blessing. I don't have to go to the hospital and get my cuts all stitched up, no broken nose or anything. So, there's no complaints there. I just get to chill now. Yeah, so I even remember on the way to the airport with my coach, Bob Peach, I was like, I just feel way lighter on the way, like just stress-free. I had a lot of time to focus on myself during fight camp, so I was a little more isolated than I was in Iowa. That being said, when you're able to focus on yourself, you feel more confident. We had a lot of good strength and conditioning protocols for fight camps, so I added a little bit new, not necessarily new, but just more tools to my game, and we got out here and we used all those tools, not just for fighting, but for the weight cut, for my conditioning. Everything went accordingly. I ran like 15 miles while I was out here, and I felt great. My legs weren't tired at all. So I just kept feeling like I'm in the best shape of my life. I kept looking in the mirror, and I was in the best shape of my life. And then on weight cut day, everything went smooth. There was no hiccups. Me and my coaches weren't arguing with each other or anything. I really can't think of any off-putting moment this fight week. I was just happy the entire time, and I kept telling my coaches, like, I just feel way lighter, so, mentally and physically. And then, the fight shows that I definitely was enjoying everything. I was pretty stress-free. No, I don't know what to do with that. I'm learning. I'm still 28, just getting, my 4th, 5th fight in one. So it's like that never goes away, but I'm learning a lot of different ways to handle the fear and the nerves. I'm not one to shut all that out and tell people that I'm fully confident and not nervous at all, because that's there all the time. But for the first time in my life, I had an actual process. Shout out to Jerry Walsh, Shawshank Mental Performance. I had an actual process of things to do when I was feeling those nerves. And our goal was to have the right amount of nerves. And I think it was, because you don't want to be too nervous, but you also don't want to be not nervous at all, because otherwise what you're doing wouldn't have like high stakes. So yeah, I mean, I'm nervous every fight, but I'm dealing with it better and better. Yeah, of course. I mean, my fundamentals all came from 20 years from my father. Like, the fighter I am today is because he got me into this when I was 4 years old, and he trained me by himself for the last 20 years, putting in a lot of time. And then this relationship that Coach Peach, the owner of Beacon MMA in New Jersey, like, he's been invested in my career behind the scenes a little bit. And not only as a fighter, but as a man, he's been trying to help me grow through this last year. And I think that's the difference maker, is he's been a good mentor for me. Coach Shane Faison is like a freaking encyclopedia. So he's been definitely analyzing a lot of different things. And then Coach Peach has a great system to implement all these things. I barely have to think. So the cross training has definitely helped me. I just been focusing on myself, and they have been worrying about all the kinks and how to get all the kinks out everywhere. The number one thing I changed is just the movement, because like coming up, I was a traditional Muay Thai fighter. I like to have a nice classic Thai stance. Like, one of my favorite fighters growing up was Diesel Noy. So kind of like stand there in a good stance, control the center of the ring, because I was never one to want to look like I'm running away. I think I proved that in my last 3 fights, that I don't run away. I only like to move forward. So this fight, I felt comfortable that my movement wasn't going to look like I'm scared or like I'm running away from my opponent. All my movements were on purpose. It was the game plan, and that's the number one game changer, is I wasn't where he thought I was going to be, which all my last fights, you saw me get hit a lot more. I don't know how many times I got hit this fight, but that's the number one thing, is I had more footwork this time. Oh yeah, I mean, this was only my 4th fight in small gloves. So learning the range, not standing there and banging, yeah, just finding all the different holes. I think with my style, I'm able to adapt really to any fighter. And the way I can pinpoint accuracy, I think like it's only the beginning to see the types of shots that I'll be landing. So yeah, I mean, even this one today, like the shot that I landed was a fairly easy shot. I was surprised at how clean it landed. So yeah, definitely only the beginning. You know, I'm not just a tough guy. I got so much more flavors to show. You know, I keep saying this, I'll fight anyone in the division. I just want to keep moving up in the ranks. Of course, the belt is at the end of anybody's vision. That's the standard, right? I want to be champion. Even try kickboxing after that one day. But right now, I want to enjoy the moment, enjoy my performance. I know that the staff, Chatri, the fans are all going to be looking forward, shouting out people they want to see me fight. I know 2 people I just fought are fighting in a couple weeks. There's always rematches that you want to get back. But yeah, man, I'm just enjoying the moment. Like, I don't even want to call people out because everybody's worthy. So I want to make sure that I'm staying present and I'm happy with my performance right now and not looking to the next one. So I think that's the mistake I made in the last couple. Yeah, I came out of that fight pretty much untouched, so I'm ready to get back in there, honestly, ASAP. Yeah, whenever. You know, get another good camp in, another like 6 to 8 week camp, and then we're good to go. Make sure we're dialed in. I don't even know. I've never seen that much money in my life before. Yeah, I got 2 kids back home in Iowa, so it's going to put a lot of food on their table, you know, and my daughter's birthday is next month, so I'm definitely going to give her a good birthday. Yeah, man. Shout out Vivian. Shout out Bear. Shout out to Magnus. Sign up for Magnus. Sign up for the Magnus subscription. We got a big summit coming up. There's going to be a bunch of sick athletes out there at Beacon MMA in New Jersey. Everybody come out, train with the chef, train with a bunch of high-level athletes. This spring, come out to New Jersey.
Эмоций никаких не чувствую, потому что я обычно привык получать бонусы. У меня все 3 боя, все подряд бонусы. И в этот раз то, что я не сдал гидрацию, у меня не получилось получить бонус от Чатри. И не получилось забрать пояс. Но я думаю, в любом положении, альхамдулилля, благодарен Всевышнему.
I don't feel anything right now, actually, because I am used to getting a bonus. All 3 fights that I've had, I've won a bonus, and unfortunately, with the hydration, me not getting the right levels, I wasn't able to get my bonus this time, but that's okay because it's all up to the greater power to decide. So, all good.
Плана не было, я так и говорил, что я буду в своей манере работать, тотальный контроль, прессинг и доминирование, как во всех моих боях.
There wasn't really a game plan going into this. I was just going to do what I always do, fight in my manner. Put pressure, dominate the fight, and take control.
Ну, я говорю еще раз то, что не было бонусов, не было пояса, не ощутил ничего такого. Это ожидаемо было уже, когда я уже после первого раунда посмотрел его глаза, что он не может противостоять мне, и уже я с первого раунда понял, что я должен победить. Ну и у меня настрой всегда только побеждать.
Yeah, I didn't get my bonus, I didn't get my belt, so I can't really say much more about that. I did know that after the first round, I could see in Tang Kai's eyes that I was going to win. So, and I'm actually always aiming to win anyway. I don't go into a fight without knowing that I'm going to win. So I was expecting it.
Я в этот вид пришел доказывать быть лучшим, и это вот эти ремни, вот это, конечно, было бы приятно, но мы доказываем, что я доказал, что я лучше. И в следующий раз тоже постараюсь сделать это уже за пояс, получается.
My goal was to prove that I am the best at Langaker. Of course, winning the title or taking home the belt would be great, but that's not my goal. My goal is to prove that I'm the best fighter, and that's what I did today. So next time, I will do the same thing and hopefully also take the belt.
Я готов даже с ним в Катаре, следующий турнир, готов когда он будет готов, просто потому что я готов уже, и хоть, может, даже через неделю или завтра уже с ним готов. Мне без разницы.
I'm ready. I can do it in the next tournament. I can do it in Qatar. It's just a matter of when he's ready. I can do it next week. I can even do it tomorrow. Really, I'm ready.
Я думаю, что до этого тоже, кто знал меня, и букмекеры, кто Лига ставок тоже, мне кажется, ставили на меня. И все так же будет. Но я так скажу, все что угодно может произойти. Не буду заглядывать вперед. А если дадут мне его с ним бой опять, я постараюсь уже так же сделать исход боя досрочным.
I think people have always and will always be putting their bets on me. I don't want to look too far into the future, of course, but I do believe that I have the capabilities.
Кроме Tang Kai у нас насыщенный, получается, дивизион, и здесь каждый достоин. Мне без разницы уже, получается, у нас там топ-5 рейтинга, и каждый здесь может с каждым подраться, и без разницы уже. Как решит организация, как решит Big Boss, так и будет.
It doesn't really matter to me. In our weight division, everyone's such a great fighter, so it's what the boss would decide, what the organization would decide. I'm able to go against whoever.
Я не думаю, я уже доказал, что кто был чемпионом, и сегодня что произошло, это уже доказывает, что кто номер один.
I don't think I actually know because I proved it today who is number one.
Хочу сказать, ребят, что 3 года назад, где я был, что делал, все знает, это только Всевышний знает. 3 года назад я работал курьером в Москве, доставлял торты по Ашанам. И хочу сказать, что мечтайте, ставьте цели, действуйте и никогда не сдавайтесь. Все может перевернуться буквально за один день, и главное не останавливаться. И хочу сказать всем, что никакие спонсоры, ни старших братьев, ни родителей богатых, у меня ничего не было. И, можно сказать, я с самых низов поднялся сам, и веря только во Всевышнего, можно добиться больших высот. И если этот пояс не получился сегодня забрать, но в следующий раз, дай Аллах, мы заберем этот пояс. Но это просто железка. А так мы доказали всему миру, что можем быть лучшим в мире. И я в любом положении благодарен Всевышнему и хочу сказать, что мечтайте, и жизнь обретет краски.
So 3 years ago, I was working as a courier in Moscow. I was delivering cakes through a delivery service. I would have never guessed that I would be here right now. So what I want to say is set your goals. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward. I didn't come from a wealthy background. I didn't come with sponsors or big brothers that would support me or any kind of support. You can say that I built myself up myself. And even though today we didn't take home the belt, that's not the point. We still did our best and we proved our capabilities, our worth. So never give up, set your goals and go for them. I'm very speechless. Until now, I couldn't get over that I took the belt, that I'm the champion. That didn't sink in my head right now. I guess yes, because I haven't finished my opponent at TKO with ranked fighters in our division. I guess yes. This is my one of my the best performance on my career. For this fight, I'm very more comfortable with my striking, and also with my top game and also my grappling skills. Definitely Stamp. I'll wait for her. It's up to one championship because I don't think I have injuries after this, but yeah, it's up to one championship. Of course, I'll be grateful to fight in the US because I haven't been there. That will be amazing. I think I'm gonna get my car because I wanna get that since last years. But now I get the bonus. I can get my own car. I wanna thank to all my fans to keep on supporting me through my career. It's really meant for me to have your support, guys, and also to my family who's with me right now, who fly here in Bangkok to watch and support.
If you ask me if I was surprised, I wasn't surprised. Despite of the knockdown, I believe that I had done better in terms of the second round and the third round. I believe that I had done more damage.
โดยส่วนตัวผมนะผมมองว่าน่าได้รับชัยชนะครับเพราะว่าเราเสียนับช่วงต้นยกแรกแต่ช่วงปลายยกแรกคือเราทำได้ครับแล้วก็ยกที่2ยกที่3คือเราได้ทั้ง2ยกอะครับ
Yes, I think I deserve this win, as I have said that also I got knocked out. Since the last minute, so the first round and also the second round, the third round, I believe that I did better.